Yeah, Tone, let's bring up my friend. Hey, Gary, I want one of those what I saw last night, quarterback of my football team. Have
Yeah.
you been surprised with how great he's looked? And get this, Gary, he'll be 26 years old. And if things play the way they play out, he may win his second most valuable player by the time he's 26 years old.
I tell you, it was amazing. They stepped up. The bright lights were shining. Everybody was watching. They weren't watching just to see the game. They're looking at, okay, these are supposed to be the two best teams in the NFL. And I'll tell you, the Ravens, they look like that the 49ers didn't even belong on the field. I mean, look how bad they made Purdy look. And I had this is something that I looking at the Eagles at the way they play defense, and I was trying to say you can't play pure zone anymore. You got to play matchup zone, like you do in basketball, where the guy in your area you better get on him and not just be around him. You got to be on him, or the quarterback's going to just throw the ball to him. And so they do that. And you can see the way when that guy comes in the guy's area, he will cut in front of the guy. And that's the way they were picking off the passes. And I tell you, Lamar just looks like he's running at a different speed than everybody else. I mean,
I love him.
Takes off. It looks like he makes everybody else look like they're running in place. And he just really had him dialed up. He was so much composed when he would roll out to his left or right. And his passes were on the money, and just his whole demeanor afterwards, you could see that they came in with a confidence. And I tell you what is really eye-opening is, as bad as the 49ers made the Eagles look, as bad as they made the Cowboys look, the Ravens made them look just as bad. Where it looked like, to where I've come to the point, you know what? The Ravens aren't perfect either. So whichever team wins is going to be the team that, maybe the Eagles can find a way to take their game up, because their game, I mean, come on. Yesterday, that was just.
What's your takeaway from yesterday, Gary?
Well,
Eagles-Giants.
I like the way I thought Hurts played well. I thought he saw the field well. He's making good, crisp decisions. Like the way he was throwing the ball. The interception wasn't really his fault. So I thought he played well. It was great to see him. And then afterwards, it seemed like he's gotten the pressure off his back where look, man, just relax. Play your game. So I like the way he looked. Of course, the way they gave him and let them back into the game, I didn't like. And you see where the Eagles defense has some issues. Where you can't let a guy get that easy where you get a deep throw and just run away and to get back into the game. So, but ultimately though, I really like what I saw because I like the way Jalen played, because he has not been playing well, and for him to seem to be back into where he's playing after the game, like the way he was talking. So I think they have a chance when he's playing like that. I mean, they can score. So if you're scoring, that means you're in the game. Now, defensively, come on, they got to play better. I mean,
they're
the
playing
Giants,
against
they got a
Tommy
horrible offense.
Gary, they're playing against Tommy Gabagool.
I know.
And Tyrod Taylor and Drew Lock the last 2 weeks, and they're 1-1.
I know. And that's scary, but defensively, like pass rush. Did you see a pass rush yesterday?
Nope.
Nobody rushing. I'm going like, are those guys out there? I mean, it looks like they're in the uniform. No pass rush. I mean, what is going on? The one thing they had was, I know some of these guys say, okay, we ran out of gas, was kind of tired or whatever. For 4 games? I mean, no
it's
pass
the Giants. They stink.
I know. They stink. And they were running the ball on the Eagles too. They got a horrible offensive line. So, I mean, I was happy with what I saw with the offense. But defensively, That was horrible, man. Because the Giants have a horrible offense.
Have you seen?
Yet they were moving the ball up and down the field on the Eagles.
Have you seen an improvement with Matt Patricia as DC?
No, I haven't. I've seen 2 games. I mean, last week, he's got a Bradbury one-on-one. What are you doing? This past week, they give a shot. They're running the ball down the Eagles' throat. They're controlling the ball. The Giants,
terrible.
So they've got to look better. Now, the only good thing that I have to say out of all that is the good thing was the way the Ravens made the 49ers look, because people were ready to give the 49ers the trophy. Going like, well, we might as well go ahead and let them have the trophy. So we can delay that. They're not getting the trophy yet. Okay. So that's the best thing that I think happened that I saw.
Hey, Garry, Shaq Leonard showed up too.
Yeah, now Shaq Leonard, I could see where I saw some good things out of him, where you can see where he's still got some of that ability that we saw out in Indianapolis. That is a good thing. And you see he wants to play too, how he was in the game. I mean, so I guess that's a plus. But they got work to do. And, going in the locker room afterwards, I still think they got a chance because there are guys in there not happy with where they at. They know they need to go. Like,
what's the attitude, Garry, when you were in the locker room and the temperatures? Were those guys happy? Were they sad? Because this, a good locker room sometimes can feed off a vibe, and that guys really enjoy going to work. Is it just mounting pressure? What's the vibe in the room?
That's what I liked about it. It seemed like Jalen was kind of chilled out. He was not, in that mode where he's giving these, these answers to questions like, out of a book or something. But he seemed to he felt good about the way he played, because I think he probably, after a while, he starts, you start doubting yourself. So I think he felt good about the way he played. And I like what Devontae had to say, which Devontae said, look, we know this isn't good enough. We're not kidding ourselves. Yeah, we won and everything, but we're not celebrating. We got nothing to be celebrating. Nobody over here celebrating. That's nothing to celebrate, winning like that. We got to play better. We got a couple weeks. We got to clean this stuff up. So I did like the fact that they know what the situation is, and they got to know they don't feel good looking at the way their defense is playing. They know they got to play better. If they're going to play on the level of the Niners, or for that matter, the Rams, some of these other teams, they know they're not there yet. At least they know that they got to play better. And like I said, if Jalen's playing well, then the offense has made a big stride ahead. So that was good to know. Now, some way or another, I think we're going to be able to score points. The whole thing is, are we going to be able to even think about stopping anybody? And they got, you know what? They need to send somebody out on a trip to find out where is our defensive line. Find out if they're in the country. They're still in the country.
Wait a minute. MIA, SOS? Is that where we are right now?
I mean, come
Get
on.
me a milk carton.
No pressure on the quarterback. I mean, no pressure. Which one of them had a good pass rush yesterday? I guess maybe Hassan Reddick. I did see him a couple. But there are guys like Josh Sweat. Is that brother on a trip in Europe or something? I mean, when he was walking by me in the locker room, you almost feel like, but I'm not on the team. I can't be over cracking jokes. Oh, man, Sweat. Oh, so you are here today.
Yeah.
No pressure on the quarterback at all.
I saw his name on a milk carton, man. Have you seen this guy? Contact the NovaCare Center, 1-800-HOWIE.
I'm telling you. And the Giants' offensive line is horrible.
Horrible.
That's
a horror. Hey, Garry, Angelo was on earlier with us, and he hates the way that Sirianni coaches that team. And something on the sidelines I didn't approve of. Okay, dude, if you're Mike Tomlin, you have equity to call guys out, put guys on blast, because you've done so much stuff in your coaching career. You've never had a losing season in almost 20 years. You've won a Super Bowl. You're all that guy, and you've got that equity in that room with them men. Look at Pickens and how well he played after he put his ass on blast last week. And here's Sirianni screaming at his linebacker, then his linebacker coach. He's screaming at Devontae. And I'm going like, this guy just looks unhinged here a little bit, man. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, I mean, I'll tell you what, I wish Buddy Ryan was on the sideline for some shit like that.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You know, I just basically, you know, they're saying, you know, he's been under the pressure, you know, and you know, that's the situation. I mean, they went to the Super Bowl last year. People expect things out of this team. They know you've got some players that are capable of it, and you know, they got to get it together now. And that's why I appreciated Devontae, that he said, "Look, man, we know we're not playing anywhere near the level we need to play at." So, you know, he's going like, "Look, I'm not happy about anything. You know, we won this game. This is not where we're after. For us to get where we need to get to, this was Devontae. For us to get to where all of us in here want to get to, this ain't going to get it. This is not going to get it." So,
are they one and done, Gary?
What's that?
Are they one and done?
Well, right now, if they play the way they're playing, yeah, they are. They would be. I mean, you know, they can't. If they can't stop the Giants, who can they stop?
Yeah, if you could, you're not. The Rams are a different team now.
I know.
They can't. You can't. That effort that they had yesterday, you are not stopping. You probably could stop the Vikings, but I don't think you can stop the Rams. Shit, you can't stop the Seahawks.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And, you know, the thing about it is, I think they got enough of guys in there. The hope is they got enough guys in there that know that look, we have got to play much better. And they let guys know, look, man, stop playing around, dude. We that's not good enough. Such you got to make that play, man. You know, if your teammates, and if you don't get that real with it, then you're just playing games with each other, and you are going to get blown out. You could end up getting embarrassed, you know, where you just get humiliated in front of everybody. And you know, I think they're too proud. They don't want to let that happen. So, but they know they got to play better. That defense, you know, that's not going to get it.
You think the Eagles are better than the
Giants
Lions?
are?
You think the Eagles are better than the Lions?
I think it's going to be a tough game if they were to play them right now. They've got to get better. We got to see pass rush on the passer.
Nobody's stopping Jamison Williams, that other kid, and that tight end they got, Laporte.
Yeah,
that tight end would annihilate.
I know
that Eagle defense. That rookie kid, you know, get this, Gary. He's like the first rookie to have over 70 catches, over 700 yards, and over 7 touchdowns. There's not a person on that field that could cover him, let alone the wideouts they have.
I know, because he can run pretty good for a tight end, and they, you know, you got those wideouts to worry about, and they got a running game. So right now, I think that the Lions would be favored right now. If you're looking at the teams and where they are at, in that the Lions are playing some of their best football. And that's the thing is the Eagles know they've got to play some of their best football. They got to start playing it, or they know they're kidding themselves. And that's what Devontae was saying. He was going like, come on, man. I know we're not playing well enough. We got to play better. And if we're going to be serious about it, we're going to look at each other in the face and go, dude, you got to play better than that. And you be honest with each other and, you know, try to get on the right road. But their defense, what's going on with the defensive line? I mean, no pressure on the quarterback.
None, zero. Last question for you. How well do you think Jalen played yesterday?
Are you talking about Jalen
Hurts?
Okay, Hurts. I thought he played well. You know, that run interception, that was really Dallas Goedert. He fell. So you had that interception, and he was making a lot of good throws. I mean, he made some plays where it just seemed like he's in a different vibe, you know, and if he's there, you know you can score because the offense is so dependent on him. Because he's got to make good decisions. He's got the ball in his hands on the run. He's got the ball in the hands on the pass plays. So he is such a key to the offense. And it just seemed like he took some weight off his shoulders where he was playing more relaxed. And in the locker room afterwards, he just seemed lighter. He wasn't all – because he starts acting like he's too stressed, you know, and that's not – he doesn't play well in that. He's got to be relaxed. Because you got to see things very quickly, especially as a quarterback. You got to make all those decisions. So I liked what I saw of him. Hopefully, we will find our defense somewhere roaming around on the streets somewhere, and we'll be able to find them before they go to the playoffs because you can't go into the playoffs without a defense.
Nolan Smith, has anyone seen him? He's on the I-95 billboard. Have you seen Nolan Smith or any of them other pass rushers? Garry, I hope you had a great Christmas, my friend.
Yep.
And I thank you so much the day after Christmas for coming aboard and breaking that down. Our good friend from Fox 29 in Philadelphia. Thank you, Garry.
Hey, have a great one.
You got it, our good friend.
Right.
Appreciate him doing that for us and him taking time and his commitment with us here too. So we really appreciate it. How many sacks did the Eagles get in that game? How many sacks did they have? How many sacks did the Eagles get against the Giants' offensive line? Does anybody know? They had one sack against the Giants. One. Congratulations, Michael and John. You are our winners tomorrow. We'll start it back up again as we get you ready for our great giveaways. And don't forget our happy hours with Hooters, northeasthooters.com. Lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11:30 to 3, boneless wings. Happy hours Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, $6 and 6 items. Fantastic stuff. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to hit on here. The MVP tracker, Week 16 of the NFL, or power rankings, not quarterback. We're going to do that tomorrow, but we're going to do our top 10 NFL teams. We'll reset from yesterday's lackluster win by the Eagles. That's what I'm dubbing it. We'll do that. Please hit the like button. Keep it here on the National Football Show.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.